Bed. Because you have to.
Angles.
On the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes.
All white.
Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops.
Aubrey, quit touching buttons.
MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please.
Hi, Daddy.
Like the wind can't catch this breeze, freeze.
Hey, Boogie, how are you, baby?
No preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you want to be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position. Just know
Get up there with Brantley.
They planning on winning for
Get
the wrong
up,
reason.
get up there.
Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us.
Come on.
I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my next.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard.
Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
He's like, I once met him at a convention. It's always going to be my sticker.
I actually got him in a human trade with I forget who it was, Cardinal or something maybe.
Ready? 52, right 52. Watch the floor, watch the floor. Go.
One in the same.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Look at me. Go. Now.
Watching that Alex running that number 12.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first down carry for Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Changing the substitutions around, I couldn't.
Number 12 jumped out front like a
We're going to get a
motherfucker.
delay.
Couldn't accept it.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same.
but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Oh, he bumped him.
God damn. It's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Got football and racing on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Oh, what
play action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete.
How did not anybody
had a defender
catch that
right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On second down, Eckler. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Austin Eckler with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Fuck, how many races are these guys doing?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, damn, there's going to be 20 cars in the main event. Oh, bam, back. Man, these guys are fucking racing for the fucking win on the first lap.
That's how it goes.
But they're holding it, too. I'm watching that.
The
Alex,
Cleveland
dude.
offense ready to go.
He's
And the
number
results
12.
for them have not been
He's
strong
in
to
the
this
green
point.
and
2
purple
drives have
car.
ended in a
It
turnover
looks-
and then a punt.
So would it be too snacky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you
Just
had
won
two
the
drives
last
with
race.
turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
2nd and 1. Blitz coming and
That
down he
421
goes.
trying to pull up on the
And they
outside.
wanted zone
Holy
coverage.
shit,
They
he's
were
off
man,
over the
and each
brim.
man did his job.
And that looked like
Roxbury
vintage
just got
old school
fucked.
coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They have a Hall of Famer at one corner,
Novak
and a
just got
defensive
fucked
player
too.
here at the other, and they just lock people down.
Catch is made by Harry. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially,
Swiffer's
give him
on the
15.
35 real
And the
quick.
Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Oh, dude, I love how if they go up high and get into that marbles, dude, they leave the track. You know what I'm saying? They shape that shit.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They started on the ground with
fell back
Eckler.
even further.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the run game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how
That's
far
it.
he can run.
Holy fuck, that was a race with third.
Takeaways.
My daughter would absolutely love you.
My daughter would absolutely love you.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
What's up, Rockstar?
Here's the first carry from Dwayne Washington.
Yeah, because he didn't come in the
Get it out
party
to
to show his
midfield.
ass.
Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Running on first down, Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Aubrey, what are you doing, sweetie?
Oh.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
My daughter would absolutely love you.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I don't even hear
on first down. Steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Guys, the Jets are whooping the Browns' ass right now, 14-0.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We call that sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I know you'd be buying that cheap toilet paper. You should be fucking looting that shit up like
it's
crazy.
3rd and very long. Now back to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
You buy the Walmart brand that's in the bathroom.
It will still bring up a 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving
pretty
yardage.
good. Like, I know he hasn't done good, but we have the stat that he had like 3-4 years ago when he was
working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
I don't know, dude. Brought you guys to the Super Bowl. He just dresses like a fucking faggot.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of run on first down.
More than once. No, not just once. Yeah.
Watch 36. 36 to me.
You know what happened to him.
Play action. It's locked. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And all the way down to the 26.
Let's go. Let's go.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. Now that's a big game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight
That's right, Bob.
Right in the middle of the field.
Throwing again here on second down. This
just
time
calm
complete.
down, Parker, before you get your old wrinkled ass kicked.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, Luck. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Luck.
Here we go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Here we go.
15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Here we
Tucker
go.
able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Sounded like he was choking on P9.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the
20 cars. Are you seeing this shit? gonna be a big fucking race, man.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores.
Your nipples or something.
An inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Fucking problem?
Yeah, what you also have to guard against is calling every play
What's your fucking
for a
problem?
big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first
Here we go. They're
I'm not
off.
saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Records right off the
6
shelf
yards to
and
pick
put them
up,
back
and that's
on
a
the
first
shelf.
down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote
Come
something
on,
like that.
Canadian
I appreciate that,
motherfucker.
partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to. But I think
Not even talking about you, nigga. I'm talking about this race.
To take care of that young QB.
And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns.
Caution is out.
They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. It sets up 2nd and goal. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
What, Dick?
The quick slant caught.
Oh, wow.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter.
Cocaine and
condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to
smoke
deliver
meat,
the ball
cigarettes.
on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's a game for the defense.
What the hell's cocaine?
Defense wins championships, baby. Show it up.
And Barkley will
What's up,
try to
you
punch
cop?
it in. And Barkley did not
Me
get
too.
there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on
Faggot
4th
butt
and goal.
inspector.
Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 18 on the year.
That was awesome.
On the board here in the
Whoever
first
in the
half.
second there just did a fucking rah through the corner.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
11.
When you bring the diamond
He went
into
from the
game,
9th
go back
fucking
to the
row all
gridiron.
the way up
That's
to
a
the
heat
11th.
on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw
Stick throw.
a touchdown strike.
there you go.
I'm watching the fucking iRacing shit. No, this one's right now.
And this will
We're running
not
the
be
Knox,
returnable. It's out of
sprint
the back
cars.
of the end zone for a touchback.
Live right now.
What's going on, Hondo?
Jets offense coming up now to start their
Well,
next
up to
drive.
9-8.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position
The
for at least 3
GBG
points.
clan,
They'll
don't you?
complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or
do?
two shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Luck now 7 of 10 here in this first
The
half. And he's got a
GBGs,
first
wasn't
and
it?
10. Now a toss play to Eckler.
You know what the GBGs are, nigga?
A gain of 3, second down.
The gay boy
The last
gangsters.
one got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That's that shit. Don't talk to my boo thing like that, dog.
So with 4 seconds to go,
update on the game. It's 21-7 halftime.
On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
Okay, so it's 24-7 at the half.
Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Caution's out now. My guys in number 9 or 9th.
This third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Me, I'm gonna win, bitch.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24.
Just put some fucking spec on my motherfucking name.
All right. Just let me know when you're ready, bud.
Oh, the number 44 goes around.
Booby smasher.
Who do you think is going to win the tournament? I'm asking you now. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, here they go.
Oh, man. Oh. That felt good.
Somebody queefing in the mic, dude.
My ass tickled. Yep, there he goes.
Should I shut this? Should I close it?
Close what?
Party.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Stink, but how come you don't race in it, buddy?
I got what?
How come you don't race the development and all that?
I suck at the game. I suck at the dirt. I suck at the whole 9.
Fair enough, I guess.
I commentate a little bit. I'm pretty much just starting out, and I'm not having a good start out because I don't want to commentate while I have my kids, so I can focus on commentating and shit, and not them coming out and bugging me. But I got a couple good ones. Who the fuck is queefing?
Should
I close it?
Yeah, you hear yourself?
You gotta take little man pussy on you, don't you?
I like how you talk dirty to me there, little boy. French fry potatoes.
Open your mouth and just say. Come on, number 12. He's in 7th, dude. He went from fucking, 16th. The 7. Come on, number 12. He just moved up another
X Factor tree flowers.
Oh. Oh. Come on, fall at the caution. No. Oh. 6th. Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Martini. Martini.
Yes, sir. Stop it, bro.
Hell yeah, dude. That was a killer.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a
crazy.
good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking deep downfield.
Okay. Oh my God, that would have
And
been
it
sweet.
falls incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
On third down, here's Eckler.
Yeah, too bad.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy.
17th to
Extra
6th.
tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Hey.
Yay.
Oh, shit.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Is it Monday?
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Oh, my God.
He's got some space.
That was
return
sweet,
here gets
bro.
this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Off of him.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here is Eckler. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half?
And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 52 Go, go.
2nd and 13. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here. This nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Ramble.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. Ready. Let's go. Tight end right. Tight end right.
On first down, Locke. Johnson's got it complete. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Here's Locke. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Barkley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it for the rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Retards. Yeah, buddy.
I get everything. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Austin Eckler with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in
stride. Now I'm on your broadcast, baby, because you didn't know you were broadcasting. I'm on here to
situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head steam going.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here. Try! That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Howard.
Share and
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Take care of yourself. Hit my go. Gone right.
And now a carry here for the fullback. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Who was the person?
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, my God.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Liberty Beach will customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Only pay for what you need. Reese's eggs are back, and we hit them so
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Central West.
They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a
Good
field
game,
goal.
Honda.
That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Jets, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our
see that
entire
interception
crew,
that
Brandon
I
Gunn.
got,
You've
and
been
then I ran
watching
it back,
the
cut across the
NFL.
field, and them guys collided, and then he just kept going? That was so weird, bro.
I just ran a check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.